Okay. Am I audible? You can go live now. I think I would have been audible otherwise also. Anyways, okay. मैं कौन हूँ आया कहाँ से और मेरा रूप क्या संबंध दुखमय कौन है स्वीकृत करूं परिहार क्या. So today our topic is the hero's journey. And feel free to talk, interact, ask questions, even if you have certain expectations from this topic or from today's session, which is apart from the topic. You can feel free to ask me now also or state your expectations. Do you have any? Or you're good as of now? Okay. So let's begin. And we start with the hero. Now, who is a hero actually? In the entire filmmaking, arena where they are explaining you, how do you script a story? The most important aspect which they take as placeholder to curve out the entire thing is that if there's a story, there needs to be a hero, and the story will be a journey of that hero from being a common man, like a nobody, like you and me, a weak person who has his own weaknesses, has a lot of problems, maybe worse than yours, and then things get worse from there on, and he's a loser and he doesn't know what to do next. And gradually, then you see that there is one moment which comes. Sometimes you may have a mentor who is influencing your thought process. You want it all in English, right? Yeah, okay. So there's a point whereby he is at his lowest point in life, and it can't get worse from there. And then finally, you may have somebody, a mentor or somebody who comes and tells you that you are much more capable, and he realizes that no, now I will no longer get suppressed with all of these circumstances or people. Nobody can bully me. This is the point. I will take charge of my own life. It's like the phoenix rising from the ashes. And then again, the story will go like this, that he will start, regulating his own life, not people regulating his life. And he starts, winning a little bit. But again, there is a point where things will become so difficult that again he will probably get stuck there or start falling down. You will always have that second point also. And then after that point, he understands that no, this is it. I have still some remaining, strengths, which I have still not utilized so far. And he then, gathers all his courage, he gathers all his wherewithal, he does what he needs to do, and he just takes his flight, and there he is the winner out there. This is the common theme. Now, why are we talking about a hero's journey here, in Das Lakshan Parva, and talking about, some spiritual things, and we were expecting some adhyatma, and why are we going back to the, a story of a hero here? So my first, question to you is that when any movie starts, any story starts, It starts with the hero being one of us. He's the boy next door, he's the girl next door, he's just like us, maybe weaker than us, which means that he's a common man. First thing, does every common man become a hero? Second thing, does every common man has the capability to be a hero? Because then who is the one who is capable then? The one who realizes his potential. And if you realize your potential and you try doing something and again you're bogged down and things are so difficult, they are not under your control, you can't do anything about it, what do you do at that point in time? A lot of people drop out there. They are not the heroes. They may be the friends of the heroes, they may be the sidekicks, they are still not the heroes. But the one who has the courage to sustain and sustain till that point, till he comes out as a clean winner eventually. So you need to keep drawing on your strength. You need to sustain. A very big quality of being a hero is that you need to be able to bear all the kind of adversities with as much composure and still be yourself and not get affected. Do you realize the difference? You know, somebody told you, oh, you're no good, you're such a failure, you loser, get lost. And you're like, yeah, right, I'm a failure, I am a loser, I think I better get lost. And you walk out. That is not what heroes are made of. Now, if you were to take the entire metaphor of the hero with all the jeev in this world that you see, all the jeev who are in sansar, if you don't understand any of the words, the ones in Hindi which I am using like sansar and all, feel free to just raise your hand, I will clarify it for you. So all the jeev in this sansar, every individual soul in this world is a potential hero. Some heroes may be in worse conditions than others, worse than the other folks there. So somebody may in the form, maybe some soul may be in the form of an animal. Some soul may be in the form of a hellish being, which is the narak. Some soul may be a human being. Some may be a rich human being. Some may be a poor human being. So you may get all varieties of situations because every individual soul is unique. So they all not look alike. Now we're talking about you right now. We're talking about us. Why? Because as such, in this entire world which consists of so many souls, I being just one of that soul is very insignificant, no? Does it make a difference? Does it make a difference? Perfect. So there's a small story. There was this kid who goes on the beach and he sees that with all the coming waves, a lot of fishes, which fishes are those? Jellyfishes, I guess? Starfishes, yeah. They get strewn on the shore. And when the water goes back, they get stuck there. And they are dying. So there are hundreds and thousands of fishes all on the shore. This child goes, picks up one fish at a time and throws it back in the ocean. Another fish at a time, throws it back in the ocean. This kid's friends come and tells them, you really think you'll be able to make a difference? There's so many fishes. You spend your entire life, you will not be able to clean them up. Why? Because with every coming wave, there will be more which will keep getting added to this. So what does that child reply? When he says it makes no difference, he says it makes a difference to this one, the one he throws back in the ocean. It does make a difference. The numbers are never what you chase. You never say, everybody is eating there, so I should also eat there. Everybody is doing this, so I should also do this. Everybody is lying, so I think it's fine. You can lie, Everybody is eating meat, so it's fine. You can eat meat. Everybody is going to hell, so it's fine you go to hell. Where will the majority be? As a matter of fact, if you look at all the souls, where will the majority souls be in this world? They will be losers or they'll be winners. How many heroes are there in all the characters that you have in a movie? You may see 100, 200, 500, 800. But hero is only one. Go and read history. How many people were there in the history? Like actually who existed? And how many of make it to the history books? So you want to be the crowd? You want to be with the masses? You want to do what everybody is doing? Or you want to do what you need to do? Now, so when you look at this world with so many souls here, and I am so insignificant, why? Because I am just one of that soul. Who cares? I mean, whether, I win, I lose, where I end up, what happens to me. But do you really understand that for you yourself, there are so many souls out there, but you are your own world. You're the most significant entity for yourself. I mean, your mother is just a mother in so many mothers who exist in this universe, no? Mom, what is the word mom? So many moms. So it doesn't matter, right, what happens to which mom, what she does or doesn't. It doesn't matter what happens to all others in the universe. For me, I have only one mom. And she is my world. She is the most important person for me. That is what matters to me. Her being sad, her being happy. I'm talking about your mom. Here you're talking about yourself. I may be very insignificant, but for me, I am the only one. The only one. And I make a difference. I make a difference in every moment on my life to myself. If I am not happy, I am not happy. My world is not happy. So everybody else is happy, but I am not. There's no everybody else in my world. I am my world. You know what I'm saying? You are the center of your world. Okay, a very commonsensical question. The earth, right? The world. Where is the center of the world? Exactly? Right. Where is the center of this room for me? The center of the room may be somewhere there, but the center for me, where do I look at this room from? Which angle? It's I, from my angle, right? So if I am seeing like this becomes the center. I am seeing like this becomes the center. So you are the center of your world. So, how many heroes make a difference to me in this world? So many Jeev have become Siddh. So many Jeev have been so strong, so successful. They did everything. So can I become a sidekick? Can I be the friend of the hero and think that I will be there? Bhagwan Mahavir was a hero. He did what he needed to do for himself. No? He was a hero. So me, worshipping Bhagwan Mahavir will do the job. Being close to him, listening to him, always supporting him. No. Nobody else can be your hero. You need to be your own hero. Because you are the center of your world. And to you, what matters is what you do. But I am not that intelligent, but I am not that smart, or I don't think I have it in me. I don't think I have, people are supporting me. Yesterday we met somebody who said, who was a born Jain from Shivaji Park, Dadar. He's migrated here a lot of years back, 20, 25 years back, whatever. From his childhood, his grandmother were very, religious followers. His parents, they did samayik, they went to temple, they did puja, they were made to do made to do fasting. They were, he was made to say Namokar mantra, go to Pathshala, all of that. And then he said, this is a story he told me, that I always ask them so many answers, zero answers. And I thought that, they are making me do all of this because, they can. They are my parents, they are my grandparents, I have no choice. So, till the age of 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever, till I couldn't, find my own voice, I followed. And after that, when he started, becoming a little stronger, strong headed, now he doesn't even remember Namokar mantra. He, came to US for his studies. He got married to a Catholic, and now he listens to, X, Y, Z on YouTube. He feels that, when you need to win over your ego, when you're not thinking, you are one with the universe. And he has his own understanding of whatever bits and pieces he could gather from people who could make any kind of sense in any particular subject to him. And he does not believe in Jainism, and he doesn't know anything about Jainism at all now. Not even Namokar Mantra, forget anything else. He has not gone to the temple since he was 12-year-old. Maybe if he goes back to India and he's forced to go is a different thing. He's really out of it. And then, one sentence which he told me again and again was, I blame them. I blame my parents, my grandparents. They did so much. They had no answers. They never told me anything. And because I was trying to reason out and give him certain, insights and perspectives. And he was like a seeker. He was looking for answers. He wanted to know. But he was not convinced that how can you force yourself into an activity and think you're closer to God or you're salvated or it's good for you. How, why? And we were trying to explain him that no, that is not the end it, be it all, right? So I am saying that what do you end up doing is blame. Your mom didn't know the answers, your grandmom didn't know the answers, does not mean the answers don't exist. Somebody who knows doesn't have a good communication skill, is not able to convince you, find the right logic, does not mean there are no right logic, no right things to do. So if you go to a store and you don't like what you wanted to buy, what do? You give up on the entire thought process of, buying that at all? What do? Go to another store. Till when? How many stores will you change till I get what I need? That's how the process works, right? Diligence. You have to be sure what you need is what you need. So now let's come back to us. And if we want to be the hero, one is, can I be a hero? If you do heroic tasks, you become a hero. As simple as that. It's not what you are, it's what you do which makes you a hero. It's not what you are born with, what you are given. Everybody is born with, more or less same kind of situations. So I am one of those souls. And there have been souls who have been in worst situations and conditions. Let me tell you, you worship Bhagwan Mahavir? What, when he was not Jnani, when he was not Samyak Drishti, when he had not realized himself, when his path to liberation had not begun, before that, do you know where was he? What was he doing? Have you heard the story about the previous lives of Bhagwan Mahavir? Yes? What was he doing? Okay. So we will go lot of lives back of Bhagwan Mahavir, which was much earlier than Bhagwan Adinath also. He was a hunter. He was a tribal. He made his living by killing animals and eating them up. He could eat everything under the sun which lived. Even a crow. All kind of animals. I'm just asking you one thing. Was he in a better condition than what I am in today? Or worse? Definitely worse. He didn't have a choice as to say. You're a hunter, you live in a forest, what do? You're uneducated, you have nobody to tell you, you don't know anything, right? Worse situations. Okay, worse still after that. Let's talk about, he was a lion when his journey to Moksha Marg began. A lion who's in a forest, who's making a kill, who's hungry, and who's so cruel. Because you have to see, people still eat meat which is already processed, which is already killed by somebody else. Sometimes, you don't know where it is coming from or how it was derived. But talk about a lion who can see the prey running, fighting for life, shouting, the pain in the eyes, and still you have the wherewithal to go and kill and then eat it raw. So look at the amount of cruelty he must have had as a lion. Was that situation better off than my current situation or worse off? Definitely worse. How many times Bhagwan Mahavir's previous lives he had been to Narak? Oh, you can't count. As many times. But then Bhagwan Mahavir became Bhagwan Mahavir, a Tirthankar, what he is today. He could come out of it all. So if somebody tells you and tells you that this is what you need to do and this is what you should do, and you say, no, I don't think I can, it's so difficult, it's impossible. How is it impossible? We stay here in US, no, you can do it in India, not here, not with the friends we have, not with the people we meet, not with the people we need to work. In Mumbai, so many people used to tell me, and I'm talking about like 15 years back and 20, but now things are still gradually changing. When we had tried to have our dinner in the office, 99.99% times, if I was sitting in the cafeteria at around maybe 5:36 with my tiffin, and anybody who came by would say, "Oh, late lunch." I was like, "No, no, no, early dinner." And they're like, "How come can you call this a dinner?" Because the concept of people not eating in the night was very, very shocking for them. Sometimes they ridicule you, sometimes they laugh at you. So what do? People always told me 100% of the times if I spoke to Jains and, your friends or whoever, that, no, why don't you, give up eating, after sunset? That it's not practical. How come is it not practical? I am doing it. Well, because you cannot come back home while it is still daylight. But then who's asking to come back home? I mean, do you go to your home for lunch? You have it in the office, so why not even have your dinner in the office? Rather, I would say, have your lunch hot, piping hot before you leave from your house. And then have your dinner, because I can't have tiffin twice a day. So then don't have tiffin twice a day. Let it be the dinner that you have in office and not the lunch. I am just saying, is it possible? Everything is possible if you want to make it possible. And people who go out of their way to make things possible are the ones who become heroes. Heroes are always alone. They are the only ones who are doing it. Heroes are not the ones whom people help and they become hero. They are the ones that the entire world is against them and they still have the courage to stand up for themselves and achieve what they need to achieve. What is most important is they know what they want. Now, it's not just the kids I'm talking to. I'm also talking to each one of you here. Just get back in time and try to understand, did you always know what you wanted in your life? Do we really know what we want in our life? We might casually just say the word, yeah, I want to be happy. Do you know the definition of happiness? The kind of happiness that you want in your life? Do you relate to that? Do you understand what is happiness? What will make us happy? When the world is perfect around me, that will make me happy. My family members, my children, my husband, wife, spouse, whatever, siblings, friends. People start respecting me, that will make me happy. What will make us happy? Only you can make yourself happy. I'll ask you one thing. On one side of the things, say there are 1 million things. On the other side of the thing, there is one thing. For you to be happy, either of these needs to change. Either you need to change 1 million things, or you need to change one thing. You have a choice. What will you opt for? Hmm? No, we have been trying to change a million things, and the million things are the ones which have been ever changing, which means the one that you change also undergoes a change, and the number of this 1 million also is replaceable because somebody else comes. I try to make what happens in offices, you train somebody very well, a subordinate of yours. You take an intern, you train and invest your time and train the person so well. The moment the person is trained, now your life is sorted, right? He leaves you. Now what do? Train another one. Then what do you do? What do you do in your life? You try to change somebody. By the time you think you have achieved that, there's somebody else now you need to change, no? Because people also change. See, this world is dynamic. These million things are also changing. So everything is changing. These are changing. I am changing. I am trying to change their change to adapt to my change. But they will keep changing every moment. So what are you ultimately getting into? You are trying to do the impossible there. That's not impossible to change yourself. It's not impossible to do what nobody else is doing. It's not impossible to be unique, to stand out. But it is impossible to go and change the world around you. So have we ever looked at ourselves in our lives? Huh? If somebody is cursing you and you feel bad, what do you hope for? Huh? What is the next step that we hope for? Let's talk about even our Das Dharam. We are on the 5th day. When somebody is cursing you, what do you hope for? He stops cursing me. Please appreciate. One of the complaints that kids have from their parents all the time is, why can't you appreciate what I am doing? Why do you have to keep telling me this is wrong, that is wrong, don't do this, don't do that? Just appreciate. I am unique, I am different. I am not you. Don't tell me what you did. Appreciate, appreciate, appreciate. Do you need your parents to appreciate you to feel happy about things that you are doing? And you don't like it. Why? So the guy who's cursing you, your teachers or the person or your friends or whoever else, you don't like it. Why? You feel anger. Why? Why can't they appreciate me for what I am? Why are they laughing at me? Why are they ridiculing me? Making fun of me? So this constant complaint that we have, that I am losing my temper because of them, it's not actually them. It's always me, because I have it in me to lose my temper, because I am vulnerable. Because I am not in control of myself. Because I cannot be at peace with myself. I feel that they are all angering me. So it's never about them in your life. It's always about yourself. It's always about yourself. Little bit of appreciation we get. Little bit of appreciation. And you start doing, oh, I think I'm the smartest boy in the school. Huh? Somebody says, oh, you look so pretty. Yeah, really? I thought so. No? What really happened? I mean, the person might be lying. He might be just buttering you. You don't know what are the motives. Maybe he wants to kidnap you and is trying to, talk you into whatever else. But we are already on the top of the world. In the 7th heaven. Oh my God, I just know I look so good. What? What about looks? Is that what you are? Or even if you have a talent or a quality, I sing well, I'm intelligent, I got good scores, whatever it is. I help people, I'm kind. It can be all kind of good things that you are doing. But are they really the ones where your greatness lies? And feeling yourself superior to others, for all you know, they might be the next heroes and you may still be there where you are. So what do you need to do? Understand that the cause of my anger is not out there, it is me, my own weakness. I can be the hero. Who is the hero? Somebody gives you a blow, you give him 10, that's the hero? Or that's the hero that you do whatever you can. I will still help you. Another story for you. So there was this scorpion who, slip into a pit which was very muddy, and he was not able to come out of it. So, very nice, gentle kid goes and tries to pick the scorpion and bring him out of the, help him come out of the pit. Every time he goes and, holds the scorpion bites the kid. So obviously with the pain, he leaves it. I mean, as a reflex action. Again he goes and again he tries to pick him. So 10 times he is doing the same thing, and 10 times the scorpion is still biting him. So one of the friend of this kid asks him that, just leave it. I mean, your hand is all swollen and red. So why are you continuing to do this? So he said, when the scorpion is not leaving his nature of biting, why should I leave my nature of saving him? I need to do what I need to do. So, he's cursing you, he's blaming you, he's throwing, stones at you. He's against you, he's trying to kill you. But who you are, that person is not leaving his nature, he's not changing. Sometimes we start hoping that, if I forgive, people will change, they will start loving me, appreciating me. No, you don't have to expect anything in return. You do what you need to do because you need to do that. You speak why? So that everybody claps and says, wow, you're the amazing person under the sun. No, not required. I will do my job because I am what I am. It's not about them. It's always about us. Uttam Mardhav. Uttam Chama, Uttam Mardhav. What really happens? No man kashai. It's okay, I'm easy. A lot of people appreciate me, that's fine. Today they are appreciating you, tomorrow they will hurl stones at you. This is how the world is. Does not make a difference. Either of these things should not make a difference to you. It's not about them. I do what I need to do. Uttam Arjav. What is Uttam Arjav? No deceitfulness. These days you have to lie. You have to find your way out. It's important. You cannot just show yourself to anybody. You have to manipulate. You can't do business without manipulation. No? Somebody is asking me something. Who are your clients? I can't just go out and say, oh, these are my clients and, he knows all about it. I have to be discreet. So under glorified words, you try to be discreet. Mom asks you, what happened in your school? And you are like, discreet. No? Yeah, I told you everything. This is what it is. I can't tell mom everything. Come on. She really expects me to? No, you tell her, okay, I have told you what I needed to tell you. But deceitfulness. You think your deceitfulness is actually getting you what you get in the universe. You get your business, your riches, people's appreciation, faith, trust because of your deceitfulness. That's never ever going to happen. You are what you are. You got to do what you got to do. I am true. I will be true. Whatever the repercussions are, that's okay. I am simple. I am straightforward. It is what it is. Uttam Shauch. What is that? The kind of purity you get when there is no greed. You will be happy when you get the next Xbox. When will you be happy? What next? The technology will keep changing every day. So things are not what is actually pacifying you. Your own greed, when it subsides, you will find peace. You are not restless because you haven't got the next thing on your list which your parents are still delaying. You have not got what's the next thing on your list is insignificant. Because if I don't want it, then I'm happy, I'm comfortable. You will still get what you need to get, and you will not get however much you ask for it if you don't have to get it. Can you be easygoing? Hmm? What is making you restless? Your parents who are not giving you what you want? No. You are making yourself restless because you have so many desires and you believe that, fulfilling the desires is going to pacify me. It's never about them. It's always about you yourself. Uttam Satya. Hmm? What is truth? Do you know Uttam Satya is not speaking truth alone? What is Uttam Satya? Satya is the truth. The truth does not depend for you to speak about it to be true, isn't it? What is true is true. What is your truth? Someone who never would speak in his entire life, like all the Tirthankar Jeev, when they take Diksha, when they become sadhu, at the last verse that they speak is Om Namaha Siddhebhya. Means, I bow down to all the Siddha. And after that, for their entire lifetime, they will never utter a single word. Not even a single word. Even if the Dividhvani happens, it just happens. They are not speaking. It doesn't come out from your mouth, from your vocal cords or whatever. It comes out from the entire body. It's a vibration which is emanated. So, a person, a saint, a sage, who will never speak, is he following Uttam Satya Dharma? He is only following Uttam Satya Dharma, not we. Who non-stop have to talk. Because talking is not Satya. Satya is also the purity of your soul, where you realize the facts as they are. So, to be a hero, it's very, very important that you decide that it is never about them. Because if it is about them, then you will be what others are. You will never be able to stand up for yourself, come out of this ruts. You will be the common man that a common man is. Live and die here, like an insect. If you need to be a hero, you have to learn to revolt. Now I am, actually telling you to revolt. Not with your parents, not with your teachers. Whom do you need to revolt with? You need to fight. Whom do you need to fight with? Not your friends. The one who does not do what he does because of somebody else, but he does the right. Who is not influenced by any bad influence. He does what he needs to do. He is what he is because he believes in it. Everybody else is telling me to do something. It's so everybody is having a cake with an egg. So, what do you think is the right thing to do? It won't look good if I say no. They'll feel I'm being picky. It's not nice. It's like discriminating. It's like they will ask me. I cannot tell them you will go to hell. What do I do actually? I am in such a fix. It's better to just have a bite and you're like done with. Did you revolt against what was wrong? Did you stand up for your belief? You gave in. Loser. That's what a loser is made up of. Now, you don't have to tell them you are a loser to make them understand that they are a loser. But you can just simply say, I am doing what I am doing because I feel I do not want to harm any animal. It's affirmative. It's positive. You decide what you want to do. I decide what I want to do. This is how my life is. This is what I want to lead my life as. Stand up for yourself. Anybody is cursing you, anybody is appreciating you, any things you get, any things you don't get, people are all against you, people are all in your favor, whatever the world is, any kind of good karma, uday, bad karma, uday, I am sick, I am ill, my body is not cooperating, my people are not cooperating. You can face n number of situations in life, but the soul who knows not to go under the influence of others, but do what is the right thing to do, the soul who revolts. How does the soul revolt, By non cooperation, not by fighting. Have you heard of Mahatma Gandhi? He fought the Britishers with what? Cannons? Machine guns? What? Bombs? What? As simple as, I don't approve of what you are doing. Period. I will not cooperate. Non cooperation movement. Non cooperation with what is wrong. Non cooperation with injustice. So, what did he do? What was he telling people to do? Nothing. Just don't cooperate with them. Don't go with them. Don't do what they're asking you to do. That's it. Is that enough? Was it enough? Biggest of the fighters in the freedom fighters in India who took the guns in their hands failed. They died. They were losers. And this weak, thin man with a short height, no hair on his head, who had specs. I mean, talk about the weaknesses. Looks, not great. Talk about eyesight, not great. Talk about physical strength, not great. Talk about an army, a paid army, nothing. He kept a stick, but not again to hit somebody. It was because he was so weak. He needed the stick to walk. And he became the hero, the father of the nation. What was that biggest tool that he utilized in his life, which made all the difference? And he was not fighting somebody weak out there. He was fighting the British Empire, who had all the guns and the cannons, and the army and the paid people. And they were not like who would appreciate non-violence. They were not who would appreciate his means. They were not who would appreciate what he was doing. They were laughing at him initially. Stupid fellow. Oh, he'll just die. So the world was against him. You think everybody in India would have supported him initially in his early days? If you go somewhere and you say, no, we need to protest. How do we protest? By non-cooperation and doing nothing. People will laugh at you. But it worked. It worked wonders. The same thing will work for the soul to be a hero. What? Total non-cooperation. With whom? With all the other karma uday, good or bad circumstances, any kind of triggers that you get from the people who are trying to, trying to probe you into a certain kind of a reaction. I will not. I refuse to react. Why should I react? It should be proactive what you do. It should not be reactive what you do, isn't it? Because if you're reactive, you're not in your control. You're a puppet. If you're proactive, you do what you need to do, what you should do. So while this may sound very, very simple and, it may sound like, this is something which, the kids should listen to. I am saying each one of us at all the stages in our lives, you will rise, you will again face a roadblock. You will try to rise again, probably you might come down sometimes. You have mentors. You have to seek guidance from them. You should seek guidance from the right mentors, because they are the ones who will help you come out of this. But after that, the mentors can only help you so far. They have told you, after that, this is your journey. You will fall again. That's okay. The entire world is against you. That's okay. But you need to gather the courage of your non-cooperation. Paap ka uday will come. Paap ka uday will come. All kinds of paap ka uday. Third degree torture. Everything will happen. There are souls hero souls, as you would like to call them, who go all the way to Naragati. Which Naragati? Seventh Narak. You know, seventh Narak, seventh hell, doesn't get worse than that in Naragati. Who go there and with all these adversities, they don't even have a moment to quietly take breath. Constantly somebody is hammering them. Constantly people are, trying to kill you, attack you, boil you, cut you, everything. In those conditions also, they decide they will not cooperate with the karm cow there. In those conditions also, can Samyak Darshan happen? Can the right faith happen? Can the right knowledge happen? Can your path to liberation begin? What did they do? They did not get swayed. They did not get impacted, affected. What did they do? They held on to themselves. I am asking you, are you in the condition equivalent to the person who's in the seventh Narak? Is your condition that bad? Mahavir Bhagwan has seen in his previous lives worst conditions. Narki people are seeing worst conditions. We are so much better. So much better. And still, if we don't do what the heroes do, it's all our loss. Then we are actually the losers. What do you need to do? A seventh Narki can do what we need to do. Fight against your circumstances. How? By pure, peaceful non cooperation. I refuse to get angry. I refuse to rise in ego. I refuse to manipulate, to speak lies. I refuse to be greedy. No, my greed is my problem. No, mom, it's not the things I want, it's my greed. That's my problem. That's what makes me restless. What do I do to come out of this? Seek a mentor. Seek somebody who can guide you how to get over that. But at the end of the day, it is you who can win over your weaknesses. And that's what should be our goal in our lives. To be the hero. Because not everybody is a hero and not everybody will be a hero. The world is full of losers, but the one who rises like the phoenix can only be the hero. So are you the next hero? With that, we would like to, complete the session. I would love to, open up for Q&A. Okay. Yeah, sure. Thinking about something? It's okay. Anybody else also is fine while he is still preparing. Okay, no worries. Seems to be the Pathshala kids, I'm sure. What's your age? 12. And what about you? 16. Okay, good. Great. So, yeah, that's about it. Then we'll close for the day. सहजानंदी शुद्ध स्वरूपी अविनाशी हूँ आत्मस्वरूप सहजानंदी शुद्ध स्वरूपी अविनाशी हूँ आत्मस्वरूप सहजानंदी शुद्ध स्वरूपी अविनाशी हूँ आत्मस्वरूप निज की निधि निज में बताई यह अनंत उपकार है इसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना शत बार है वंदना शत बार है 9 बार नमकार Jai Hind, everybody.